and welcome to another episode of Goa 365 Story Behind the Story. Now, I know it's a bit early, but the way things are happening in all around the country, elections, meeting, opposition meeting, the BJP meeting, everybody meeting, and the Lok Sabha has become a big issue. Now, what has added more fuel to that spice and made the whole issue more interesting from, say, a couple of months back when most people, analysts, including me and us here in Goa 365, thought that it would be a cakewalk, have been issues which have not been handled too well by the juggernaut, which is the BJP missionary, including the WFI, the wrestling issue which has happened, the wrestlers, the Bridge Bhushan issue which has happened in Delhi, Jantar Mantar, Manipur, and lots of issues, including in the state of Goa, where they're talking about the Portuguese culture and XYZ. So now it looks as if the contest could be pretty interesting. Before that, it was Nitish and Kejriwal, but it was not gaining so much of traction. Now it's probably looking very interesting. Now, to give us a general thing about what has happened in 2019 and to discuss that further is a very senior panel here, who I will introduce without much ado. Starting with Viraj Naik, analyst, cephalogist. Viraj Bab, welcome to our show. Trajan Di Mello, good friend from the TMC. Trajan Bab, welcome to our show. Mahesh Gaonkar, good friend, senior journalist. Mahesh Bab, welcome to our show. And AAP's Professor Ramrao Bab. Ramrao Bab, welcome to our show. Our last panelist will be joining shortly, Advocate Siddharth Samant, advocate and analyst. So, Viraj Bab, give us a breakdown before the discussion. Before the discussion started, there were a lot of discussions. So now at least you give us a base at which we can take forward the discussion.
So, coming to 2024, let's analyze 2014 and 2019 Lok Sabha elections. So in 2014, BJP managed to get 282 seats, which was slightly more than the majority mark. In 2019, they bettered it and went to 303 seats, which was an increase of 21 seats. Now, looking at the last two elections, it was BJP versus the others. There was no second party as such, because Congress, which is the principal opposition, got almost 1/6 the number of seats in both the elections, 14 and 19. So it's not like a straight fight. It is more of a BJP versus the others, whether they can put up unity and things like that. Now, coming to the things which have transpired before the election, major is Karnataka elections. So in Karnataka, Congress managed to get majority on its own and by quite a big margin. So that has given a boost to Congress cadre, and there are 4 elections coming up, assembly elections coming up in this year, basically Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Telangana. Out of this, in 3 states, it's a BJP versus Congress state fight. In MP, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, because they are the major parties there, have been in a state fight for quite some time now. Also, in addition to this, there are a lot of local parties. Aam Aadmi Party has recently got a national party status. They have 2 chief ministers. There are strong local parties like TMC, DMK, JDU. RJD and JDU are going together in Bihar. So a lot of political action is happening in different states, and that might have an direct or an indirect impact on the Lok Sabha elections.
Yeah, Viraj, thanks Viraj. Now I would open the discussion from the political side with Trajan Bab. Trajan Bab is an old-time politician. He goes in for that fiery guy, and he's not so much the way we do, probably Viraj and me, analyze elections more on data and all that. But anyway, Trajan Bab, tell me, what is the scene? What do you feel? What do you see?
Viraj Bab has given his
figures,
analysis based on records.
Yes.
Now, politics is not records. Politics is beyond records. Because
as I said, as I said,
because politics is dynamic. Record is a static scenario. You removed it from the data from the library and is presented to us. When you enter the field, the dynamism starts. And it has already worked in such a way that today 2 days from today, all top leaders of the opposition party are meeting in Patna in Bihar. And no sending emissaries and all that. All the heads who will decide will be there. Now this is happening for the first time. You see, now when you take 2014, 2019, they are far, far away from what has happened now. A lot of water has passed under the Mandavi and Zuari bridge. New bridges also have come. So the bridges are being built everywhere. And every political leader, I am very clear and categorical, are aware that they are on the footstep of the jail doors if you allow this government to come. So they all know that they are in trouble, or they are going to be in trouble for no fault of theirs. There is no argument, because when you see, they are sitting with a very big washing machine where we all can fit together, but they don't require it because we have nothing to be washed. Okay? The question is that this 2024, the way the things are moving, and I repeat, there is something much more than us, all political leaders above, that controls the destiny, and this such a massacre that is happening. See Manipur, what is happening here. Now he has gone to the United States to do what? You are going to the United States, not a word is being spoken over. You mean the people of India are going to be carried with your Hindutva and all that communal and hate speech? How long? You have fooled the people for too long. There is a saying which says, you can fool some people sometime, all people sometime, not all the people all the time. The time has come. Karnataka has shown, but I am not trying to say that Karnataka means Lok Sabha. We have seen in the past, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Congress won, but Lok Sabha they got wiped out.
Delhi up.
We got, what the question is now, whether the opposition sends faster than later, so that people also get galvanized. And I think 23rd is not very far away. Some declaration is coming out, which will give you a message that at least out of the 500 seats, I can see that 350 to 400 they can have a compromise, 1-to-1. The remaining they may say, chalo, you all fight, let us see what happens. So if the opposition together can cobble up 250, then you are in weakness, which is very possible. Then there are those others which will be there. I am talking about the 300, 400. And I'll tell you one thing. Bengal, TMC is strong. If you put TMC against BJP is out. Go to your Tamil Nadu, put Stalin versus them. Go to KCR. You go, now there, what happens in Telangana? It is a fight between Congress and there. So he is not coming tomorrow for the meeting. He doesn't want to be seen with Congress because assembly elections around the corner. So there is a big responsibility today on the main opposition who believe for some reason in a dream that if they have got a footprint, what do you have a footprint here? You have to win. Having footprints is not going to solve the problem. You have to be a winner, and therefore there is a strategy which says where we are strong. When I say we mean any party, A is strong, all should support A. Now you go to Uttar Pradesh, what Congress got 5% votes, and you expect go to Bengal got one seat.
One seat, I think.
Now what? So we have to back that fellow who is there, Akhilesh. You see, it is not now the TMC there. Go to Maharashtra, put these three people together, Uday, Pawar, NCP and Congress together.
One side.
Yeah, see, I totally get you. We'll discuss this in detail little further. But Mahesh Bab, zatle, poi ata, what happens, no? Or is it going to be a divide, like north, ek side with south, ek side with What do you think? As an analysis, is it possible? Because as of today, I am saying, as of today we are in June. As of today, still BJP is well ahead. They may not get the same number of seats as last time, but they are ahead because the opposition, as he said, now even in Goa, AAP wants to put a seat candidate, TMC wants to put candidate, RG wants to put candidate, Congress will put candidate. Five people will sit. Now there will be some religious supporting AAP, another religious supporting this, and BJP will stick together and will win north and south. As of today, tomorrow we don't know. किती जातले according to you? आता तुम्ही इतली वर्ष इलेक्शना पयला, you इन्वॉल्वड इन पॉलिटिक्स.
आता ट्रोजन बाबाक सांगले की ऑपोजिशन पार्टीची एक मीटिंग आसा आणि तेतून आउटकम येतलो आणि गुड मेसेज वचूंक शकता अशें तेणी प्रेडिक्ट केलो. लेट अस सी. पण क्वेश्चन अरायजेस वेदर दिस all opposition will unite or not. If the question remains, then it will be in the favor of in the favor of BJP later. If opposition unite रावंक ना जाल्यार तांकां बेनिफिट्स वतली ही गॅरंटीज आसा. कित्याक कर्नाटकाचे जे इलेक्शन जाले इट्स असेंब्ली इलेक्शन आनी लोकसभा इलेक्शन हे दोनूय इलेक्शनी लोक वेगळ्या तरेन वोटर्स आतां बरे हुशार जाल्या आनी ते वेगळ्या तरेन पळयता. लोकसभेक एक फेस दिवचो पडटलो ओपोजिशनाक. एज फार एज BJP इज कन्सर्न तांचे कडेन एक स्ट्रॉंग फेस आसा. मोदीचे वर्ल्ड ओवर एक फेस, एक ग्रेट लिडर अशी आयडेंटिटी सद्या गेल्लेली आसा आनी हांकां एक बरो फेस दिवचो पडटलो. सगळे जाण ओपोजिशनचे प्रायम मिनिस्टर चेराक फायट करपाक लागले जाल्यार अल्टिमेटली द बेनिफिट वील गो टू द BJP इज वॉट आय थिंक.
Yeah, Mahesh Bab, I agree with you, but I disagree with you. But I will put in my words a little later. Ramrao Bab, what do you say?
See, now we are talking about run up to Lok Sabha election. आणि विराज बाबांनी फाटले ट्रेंड दिले. रजन बाबान आता we are talking about opposition unity. India is a very big country. The overall जर तुम्ही लोकसभा सुद्धा म्हटले जाल्यार सुद्धा ट्रेंड्स or the patterns differ. आता last 9 years BJP is in rule. If you see factually, rationally, they have done nothing. In fact, they have destroyed the fabric of India. Still, they are getting votes. It is because of many other gimmicks which they are doing. आता जसे महेशान म्हटले, Modi has become a world leader. I don't know in what sense he is a world leader, whether it's good or bad. First of all, कित्याक ताका भायर वचून जी इमेज बिल्डिंग करपाची जी संवय आसा, nothing is happening at the top. When Manipur is burning, he is in US. Okay, थंय ताणें एक उतर काडला ना. A good leader will always first look after his people. Is he doing it? No. Wrestlers हे जालें एजिटेशन जालें सद्या. तांकां थंय कितें केलें ताणें, तांकां तशेंच कुशी उडयल्या. फाटी फार्मर्स एजिटेशन जालें. All these things are happening. Total collapse of governance. आज जे आंकडे तुमकां दिसता that government has done so and so and so, all fudged. So in this scenario, how they are winning? See, first they started in 2014, जशें तुमी म्हणलें. They started with चाय पे चर्चा. एक ताणें एक हें केलो माहोल आनी अच्छे दिन आनी कितें. ते आयले अच्छे दिन, 9 years जाले अच्छे दिन आयल्यात. We have become more poorer. I have statistics with me. दुसरे फावट मागीर तांणी अचानक म्हणजे that time it was good governance आनी anti corruption development platform. 2019 election again they started another narrative. ते कितें तरी नॅशनल सेक्युरिटीचो इश्यू जालो आनी हें जालो आनी मागीर चौकीदार हो प्रश्न आयलो. चौकीदार चोर अशें राजीव गांधीन म्हटलें, राहुल गांधीन. देन दे स्टार्टेड मैं हूं चौकीदार आनी तें तशें तांणी केलें. लोकांक अशें कितें तरी फेक हें करपाचें. आतां टिफीन पे चर्चा चालू आसा. सो अशें करून आय डोंट नो वॉट दे आर गेनिंग, बट दे आर ट्रायंग टू कॉन्टॅक्ट पीपल, दे आर ट्रायंग टू बिल्ड देअर थिंग. अँड ऑन द अदर सायड our opposition is trying to come together. That is a good sign. But I am not sure it will happen in one meeting, like say 23rd. He is not defining 2024 so soon. At least contours has to be decided. And जशे रजन बाबान म्हटला की tactically, I may not say strategically, but tactically at various states they have to work to each other's advantage and they have to see to it that first of all BJP is defeated. It is possible. State elections have shown BJP can be defeated. And tactically they work out करून strong leaders. They have to be supported by other parties, and in that big contribution has to come from Congress. They have to realize that they are strong at some places, they are not strong at other places. They have to go on backseat at some places, give them overall support. Zalyar BJP can be defeated, and that is the need of the hour.
Okay, thanks Rama. Siddharth Bab, what I have been hearing, including from our senior politician Trajan, is that politics only is necessary, but I think politics and politicians is one thing. Wherever parties are strong, you talk about DMK, you talk about BJP, you talk about TMC, you talk about AAP, you talk about Congress. In Congress you take in Karnataka also. How they won? Strategy, organization and narrative. Just narrative, just talking, like say Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi talking like they did in UP, it was absolutely useless because they had no organization, they had nothing, no strategy, nothing. But Congress in Karnataka was a strategy, was a organization. So you feel that the opposition party have realized that, or is it the state level leaders are thinking and they are winning on their own? As a national thing that, Asa, besides BJP, who else has realized it? You feel?
The importance of professionalism in politics is something has been voraciously introduced by BJP and BJP alone. Of course, there are serious contenders state-wise, like Mamta Didi is a very serious contender. In state and in Bengal, it is a very serious contender, whatever might be. Like that, AAP is a very serious contender at state level politics in Delhi. Now YSR, then DMK are very serious contender at state level, and so those people who have taken it really seriously, professionally, and understood the pulse of the people have done well. So now we will come to the important question of opposition unity and opposition as a whole to BJP at the center. Now that doesn't seem to be.
That's what I'm asking.
That is, I mean, it's neither seen in action, it is neither seen in plans, it is neither seen in the statements issued by the politicians, individual this, and it is not seen. Now important thing, since we are talking about run up to the 2024 election, there is a lot of data which has been provided, but there is one important data that I would like everybody to ponder upon. In last, that is 2014 election, there has been 166 seats won by BJP by a margin of 2 lakhs votes. That in 2019 has been increased to 180 seats. That has been won by difference of 2 lakh votes. My question straight and simple, are you going to bridge that gap of 2 lakh votes?
Tough.
Impossible for you to do that. So these 180 seats, I mean, you will really require God's blessings for you to win.
40 to 56, 3 lakhs votes.
Yes, around 40 to 56, 3 lakh votes. So that you don't even think of, that I will not even talk of. But these 180 seats, it is practically impossible for any other party to penetrate in such a way that you are able to defeat the margin of BJP for 2 lakh votes. So if you see overall picture, I do not know what was being discussed, but BJP according to me will be somewhere in between 282 and 303. Now if last round after Karnataka election, I have been seeing a conscious effort of BJP and its leader to reach out to those who have gone away. It is quite possible that in Punjab, one of their Akalis have gone away from them. I see in near future Akali joining hands with them. Now in Maharashtra also, if not Shiva Sena, I see Shinde camp joining hands with them. I also see either a break of NCP, and a part of it will be either joining hands with BJP. Similarly, I mean, they are trying to reach out to many parties many parties in South. Now, if that happens, then I see a clear and decisive 303 plus seat in favor of BJP. At least in the camp. Camp would go even bigger. Maybe it will cross 350 or. But BJP on its own may be able to go to. They might better the performance of 2019 if that happens, but otherwise I see BJP somewhere in between 282 and 303, in between somewhere. That's
Viraj,
the price.
Is Dr. making any sense?
Yeah, absolutely. As things stand,
Next we'll give you
as things stand, what he said is absolutely true. So, coming from 2019 and fast forwarding to 2023, there has to be a drastic change for BJP to lose those seats. Now, is it not possible? Definitely it is, but that will take a lot of effort from the opposition side. So, I will just give you some figures as far as the states are concerned. So, looking at it state-wise, there are 18 states which have more than 10 or more than 10 Lok Sabha seats. Now, out of these 18, the total number of seats comes to 425. Comes to 501. So, 18 states, 501 seats is what I'm talking about. So, out of those, if you leave aside Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Orissa and Punjab, in all other states, opposition unity, according to me, is possible.
Kerala.
Kerala,
Tamil Nadu is possible.
no, except these four, in all other places it is possible. Because if you look at UP, Congress, SP, they can do it. Maharashtra, West Bengal, Maharashtra, BR already has a unity there. Even in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. So all these places, unity is possible. If not on the face, a tactical thing is very much possible, and that can cause major problems for the BJP. But having said that, it's easier said than done. So we'll have to look at what happens in the meeting that has been scheduled and going forward also. Now coming to the next set of things, that is the elections that are scheduled in 4 states. So it is Madhya
We'll
Pradesh.
discuss this a little later. Let Rajan rebut these two.
So let's not go to the states.
Both Viraj was very quick and prompt in supporting Dr. Samant, because both are people on data. They don't understand what is the ground level. Because I'm sure both have never understood elections. What is election at the ground level?
Wait, I have to come in.
I'm coming.
We are the ones who predicted
I'm coming.
state as well as Karnataka.
He gave some figures that can this be breached? I want to remind him that he doesn't know. Atal Bihari, both. We have supported him. No, so both are ignored. He spoke about breaching 3 lakhs vote. 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs.
Election.
Atal Bihari Vajpayee to win the 4 lakh plus, lost his seat. So don't tell me what cannot be breached. Once the Hawa takes place, they reach to 2 seats. Indira Gandhi, could anybody believe that she could be defeated? So don't and talk on data. The coming election will prove all these past data wrong, because there is a people's mood that is moving now. A spirit is moving, as you said, there is something from above here. You recognized it. Good. There should be God's blessing, you said. And there is going to be a God's blessing, not on the people who are trying India to burn. It is going to be God's blessing who are suffering. And the people of India are suffering today. Please understand, don't get into data. If everything data was there, there would have been no need of election. Everything would have been done on data only. So, please, those figures, what you say, cannot be defeated. The power of the people cannot be underestimated. And the people are getting more and more conscious, and there is a fear. And that fear, the people realize, as I told you, every political leader doesn't know when he will be picked up and taken inside. So you mean to say they are not going to? The unity is knocking at the doors of the people. It is the cry of the people that is making the leaders come together. Otherwise it will not happen. And for your information, among the cry of the people is the voice of God. Please understand.
Okay, on
that is the blessing.
Okay, thanks, Rajan ma'am. On this thing, I am run out of time in this episode. We will move on, discuss this cry of the people and whatever in the next episode. Thanks, and this is very interesting though. It's not got us very far. We just scratched the surface of the whole thing. Thanks, but interesting. I think if you've been watching this, it's made a lot of sense, because Rajan is a hardcore, dyed in the wool politician. Now. Samant Bab is an analyst, half. He's also quite a political animal. No, but Viraj and we are database. So we are. It's like different generations here, so as to say. But anyway, we will discuss this in the next episode. Keep watching Goa 365. We'll be back.